Yeah, students, welcome again to section 4 of unit 4, which actually discusses counseling and consultations services. And by way of its objectives, let me indicate that by the end of this lesson, we expect that you would be in position to do the following. 1. Explain counseling service. 2. Identify the aims of counseling. 3. List the areas of counseling. And 4, differentiate between counseling, individual counseling. And then 5, discuss the consultation service. 6, identify significant groups in the consultation service. And 7, discuss the teacher's role in the consultation service. Now, for the definition of counseling, Denka, in fact, a lot of definitions have been given, but Denka, 1996, defined counseling as a relationship between a professionally trained, competent counselor and an individual seeking help, gaining greater self-understanding, improved decision-making, behavior change skills for problems, solutions, and developmental growth. That aside, Gibson and Michelle 1995 also sees it, counseling as one-on-one relationships that focuses on a person's growth and adjustments, problem solving, and decision making needs. It is a client-centered process that demands confidentiality. Yeah, so Akinede Etel 2005 also say that counseling could be said to refer to a number of procedures used in assisting an individual in solving problems which arise in various aspects of his life or in assisting him to maximize his overall personal development so that he could be more effective, satisfied, and more useful to the society in which he lives. Now, in all these definitions, counseling service is seen as a means of giving assistance to a client to make a choice and an informed decision. That apart, counseling service is considered here as the heart of the school guidance program. This is because the service is the core activity through which all other guidance services become meaningful. Counseling, therefore, can be afforded in groups or individually. Now, aims of counseling. The basic aims of counseling include the following. 1. To help students gain an insight into the origins and development of emotional difficulties, leading to an increased capacity to take rational control over feeling and actions. 2. To change maladjusted behavior. And 3. To assist students to move in the direction of fulfilling their potential or achieve an integration of conflicting elements within themselves. However, the fundamental goal of counseling is to effect some changes in behavior that will actually help the individual to live a more productive and self-satisfying life. Counseling in all provides students with the skill, awareness, and knowledge that enable them to confront social adequacy in life. Counseling comprises 3 main areas. These are educational counseling, vocational, occupational, career counseling, and personal social counseling. So for educational counseling, we can say that educational counseling is a process of rendering services to students who really need assistance in making decisions about important aspects of their education, such as the choice of courses and studies, decisions regarding interest and ability, and choices of college or universities. Now, educational counseling actually increases people's knowledge of educational opportunities. Yeah, so vocational counseling. This is a counseling program which facilitates career development, and it involves one, helping the students become aware of the many occupations to really consider. Two, interpreting an occupational interests inventory to a student. Then three, assisting a teenager to decide what to do after school. Next, helping a student apply to a college or university. And then for role playing, a job interviewing preparation for the real thing. Now, personal social counseling. This also deals with the fact that personal counseling deals with emotional distress and behavioral difficulties which arise when individuals struggle to deal with various developmental tasks. Any aspect of development can really turn into an adjustment problem, and everyone encounters some difficulties in meeting ordinary challenges, and some of these difficulties are one, anxiety over a career decision, two, lingering anger over an interpersonal conflict, and three, insecurities about getting older, four, depressive feelings when bored with work, and five, excessive guilt about a serious mistake in life, six, lack of assertion and confidence, seven, the grief over the loss of a loved one, and the final one, disillusionment and loneliness after parents' divorce. Now, group counseling. Group counseling is an important event specifically within the cycles of counseling profession. The practice of group counseling is found in most counseling groups and is therefore an integral part of the school counselor's identity. Group counseling is a process in which the counselor is involved in a relationship with a number of counselors. Now, a reasonable number for group counseling is from 6 to 8 at the same time, and focus in most cases is on its assistant counselors to cope with their day-to-day adjustment and development in development problems. Now, for effective group counseling, individual members of the group must be given individual counseling, which actually makes it possible for them to function within the group and fulfill their contacts as group members. Now, again, in group counseling, the individuals are often aided in developing self-understanding and career awareness through group reaction. Group counseling focuses on experiencing and feelings of its members. The counselor, as a group leader, helps members to express themselves and clarify their attitude and views. So, according to Oladele, 1986, the following factors are basic in group counseling, and these are one, group interaction being the process for achieving goals. Next is members deal with developmental tasks. Next is feelings are reviewed and explored. And the last one, which is the desired outcomes, are self-understanding. Thus, group counseling provides an atmosphere where a person can share with others and gain greater understanding to aid in preparation for decisions related to create or to career and other development. Now we have individual counseling, which is a way of offering an opportunity to the individual to experience a one-to-one relationship, which is accepting and tolerant, yet relative to free from moralizing, direct advising, or judging. Now, individual counseling is private in nature, and the problems which are usually discussed are mainly personal social ones. The session is very personalized because oftentimes very sensitive issues are handled, and that explains why they need significance to handle them in private, non-threatening, relaxed, and friendly atmosphere. Now, the United Kingdom Audit Commissions actually list effective community consultation, that is 1988, defines consultation as a process of dialogue that leads to a decision. Dialogue means to continuing exchange of views and information, and suggests a two-way process, sharing knowledge, opinions, and working together. So here, a good consultation exercise should actually work towards forming a decision that will actually affect those consulted. So the Audit Commission, the Audit Commission 1999 also defined consultation as a voluntary relationship between a professional helper and a help needing individual, group, or social unit in which the consultant is providing help to clients in defining and solving a work-related problem or potential problem with a client. Now, according to Shetzer and Stone, as cited in Budu Ado 2002, the school counselor really tends to initiate consultation with parents for a number of reasons, including the following. 1. To discuss and interpret test results of their children. 2. To have discussion on their children's placement or planning with regards to their education. And then 3. To inform them and interpret their children's behavior in school. Then 4. To discuss how their children are achieving and developing. And the final one, parents may also call for a consultation for any of the above reasons, among others. Now, consultations with teachers. According to Shetzer and Stone 1976, among the areas the counselor can actually give consultative help includes the following. 1. Interpreting the child's behavior for the teacher to better understand the child. The next is collaborating with the teacher to seek assistance for pupils or students who require special help, for example, financial supports. Next is interpreting test data on students to the teacher, and then helping the teacher to obtain social metric measures in class. Teachers can also be consultants to counselors by providing them with information on the following. 1. How children behave in groups or in class. Next is children's style of learning. And the next one is people's reaction to classroom discipline. Now, other groups which the school counselor should really consult as well are school administrators and curriculum planners. Thank you.